you. Good morning, everybody. My name is Judge Christy Healis. You are here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause just means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime that you've been arrested for. As you appear today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings as until changed by the State Attorney's Office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you are arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. You are entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you today. You have the right to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your lawyer know where you are. If you haven't had that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Right hand. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Very good. Put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward to the podium. Marianne Brooke.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can I have your date of birth, please?
5/18/70.
Okay. You are here today based on a warrant from Judge Toner for possession of controlled substance, possession of marijuana, and possession of paraphernalia. He had you for a pretrial on February 10th for that case, so he wanted to bring you back in and get you back on his docket, okay? I have an address for you on Cortez Boulevard. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Do you have the public defender already? I'm sorry?
Pardon? I was incarcerated.
Okay, that's okay. We're just, like I said, we're just getting you back on the docket. It's just a way to get you back here and get you back on the docket. Do you have the public defender already?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I did.
Okay, we'll make sure the public defender is still on your case. Keep the bond the same pursuant to the warrant of 422. We'll see you back to court on March 11th at 1:30, okay?
So, does that mean I get to leave today like I was supposed to?
If you can bond out, absolutely. Unless you have anything else pending, I don't know.
I have to rebond out?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I was just, how much is that?
$8,000. Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Susan Christian Hancock.
Yeah, stop talking. Stop talking.
Can I have your date of birth?
12/17/84.
You are here today for a domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office for you. Any history?
A little bit, Judge. In 2007 in Florida, she failed to appear on a driving on suspended license. And then in 2017 in Indiana, there was a refusal to identify herself. And then a driving on a suspended license and a public intoxication.
All right. Ms. Hancock, I have that you live in Brooksville. How long have you lived in Brooksville?
A month and a half.
Okay. How about Hernando County?
Same.
All right. Where did you move from?
Indiana. My family all lives there.
Okay. I need to order that you have no contact with Laura Reagan. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email. Do not go within 500 feet of where she lives, works, goes to school, or even her vehicle. No social media or technological contact, no third-party contact. You can't even have anyone else get in touch with her on your behalf. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you do have any contact with her while this case is pending, you'll be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you have someplace else you can stay while this case is pending that's not with Laura?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case she wants to file any civil paperwork against you. I'm going to set your bond at $500, and we'll see you back to court on March 6th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Laura Reagan. Can I have your date of birth?
7/8/86.
You were here today for domestic battery. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, please.
Okay. Just note there might be a conflict issue. We might have to get regional involved.
Judge,
All right. Yep.
her only prior history is in 2012 out of Indiana, a conspiracy to commit burglary.
Okay. And you've also been in this county for only a couple months?
No. I've lived here since 2014.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yes,
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a server.
Okay. I need to order that you have no contact with Susan Hancock, okay? Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not go within 500 feet of a residence, employment, school, or vehicle. And I'm also going to hold you until 4 o'clock today. I'm going to set your bond at $500. We'll see you back to court March 6th at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Maya Joseph?
Yes.
Can I have your date of birth?
10/20/1998.
Okay, you are here today for a felony retail theft. There's probable cause for your arrest based on a warrant signed by Judge Hitzman on December 26th. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
Judge, she has pending charges out of Hillsborough County. She has a robbery charge, a resisting without violence, a possession of marijuana, 2 petty thefts. All those are the pending ones. She has a violation of probation from June of 2019. And that's on a grand theft or 2 grand thefts, 3 grand thefts from 2018. There was a failure to appear in 2017 on a petty theft. And then it looks like the rest of her charges are juvenile charges. They vary, thefts mainly, a couple batteries here and there.
Okay. It looks like, was this a misdemeanor and was bumped up to a felony? Is that what's going on?
I don't think it's a man. I think it.
Because she's already set on February 26th.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out. Oh, this was just an order to transfer her, I think.
Yes.
All right, gotcha. All right. It looks like, were you in Pinellas? Is that where they just got you from?
No, I came from Hillsborough County.
Hillsborough, that's what I meant. Okay. Did you take care of your case there?
No, I gotta go back.
You have to go back. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep your bond at $2,000. You have a court date here for February 26th at 1:30, okay?
Okay.
All right. That's right. Tammy Patterson? Can I have your date of birth?
7/14/65.
Okay, you were here today for a violation of probation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on January 31st, so there's probable cause for your arrest. Did you want the public defender's office?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, appoint the public defender's office. We're going to hold you no bond until we can get you back in front of Judge Toner, and that's going to be March 11th at 1:30, okay?
Okay, thank you.
ma'am. Catherine Ralston. Can I have your date of birth?
12/30/60.
You are here today for an assault, or actually a battery on a person over the age of 65.
Yes.
Currently, it's no bond because it's domestic in nature. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. Any history?
No, Judge.
I need to order that you have no contact with Jane Ralston. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email. Do not go within 500 feet of where she lives, works, or goes to school, or even her vehicle. No computer contact, no technological contact, social media, no contact with her whatsoever, and also do not have a third party contact her on your behalf. I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today. in case Ms. Ralston, I believe that's your mom, wants to file any paperwork against you. And I have an address. Hold on, I have an address for you on Papano Pass in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes,
How long
ma'am.
have you lived there?
That address 5 years.
Okay. Do you have a job?
No, I'm on disability.
Okay. Okay, what were you going to say? Don't say anything about the facts of your case, but did you have something else you wanted to say?
Where do I go? Because it's the same address as hers.
You need to find someplace else to go while this case is pending. I don't think she wants you back there right now anyway.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to set your bond at $500, and we'll see you back to court on March 11th at 1:30.
Okay.
Thank you. Daniel Lawson? Can I have your date of birth?
Good morning.
Hi, can I have your date of birth?
11/17/1957.
Okay. You are here because you were supposed to be in court on February 11th, earlier this week, in front of Judge Hitzman for driving on a suspended driver's license. So your bond amount on that is $2,000. I was not provided a driving record. Do we have an offer to take care of it?
We do, Judge.
Okay.
To resolve it today, it would be 20
Hold on
days.
one second.
Oh,
Yes, go ahead.
To resolve it today, it'd be 20 days in the Hernando County Jail.
Okay, because he has priors and stuff.
He does. In 2019, he was placed on probation, violated, and received 60 days on driving on a suspended license.
Okay. If you want to take care of it today, the state is offering 20 days in jail. We'll give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. Is that something you'd like to do?
what was it? I'm sorry.
20 days, 20 days jail, and we'll give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. Do you want to take that
For
today?
what?
I'm
What's
sorry.
that for?
What you're here for today, the driving on suspended driver's license?
Yeah, I was home, and they had a warrant for my arrest.
Yes.
Court hearing.
Yes. The court hearing is for driving on suspended driver's license. Do you want to take care of that today?
What will I do?
If you want to take care of it today, the state is offering 20 days jail. They give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. That leaves you 18 days jail. Do you want to do that? You don't have to. Do you want to?
And what about I still have another charge?
No, that is this charge.
Okay, I didn't understand. I thought it was the bail, and so, okay, I guess I'll have to.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. You can bond out and come back to court another day and take care of it. You don't have to.
I'm sorry. Can I do that? Yes.
Okay.
So I got some housing problems.
Okay, very good. Keep your bond at $2,000. We'll see you back to court March 6th at 9 o'clock.
Was that PD case, George?
I think it's one of the status checks.
It is.
I didn't get a phone call. They were real busy when I came in.
Okay, we'll make sure that you get a phone call, okay?
Whatever was
Great, thank you.
I'm sorry, Judge, I missed the day.
March 6th.
Thank you.
Dino Presenza?
Yes, ma'am. Morning.
Can I have your date of birth?
8/6/1973.
You are here today for a domestic battery. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to try to take care of this today if I can.
I'll provisionally appoint the public defender's office. You're probably not going to be able to take care of it today, sir. State, I know some of his prior records, but do you want to go over the highlights?
Sure.
I know that he did DOC in 2004, 48 months DOC.
He was just
I think I
released
did
in
180.
2018.
Wait, I'm not talking to you.
He was released in 20. Let's see. He had a charge in July of obstruction and a threat with death or serious bodily harm to a law enforcement officer. Two violations of injunction. And I'm looking for and he had, let's see, that was also failure to register as a career offender. That was from March of 2019. In December of 2018, he knowingly gave false information to a law enforcement officer, resisting an officer without violence, an assault on a law enforcement officer, That was December 31st of 2018. He had just been released from DOC in 2015. He had served a 15-year, I believe a day for day based on the charges. He had gone in May of 2004 on that.
So he's like PRR or something?
He was PRR, I believe. Let's see. I know he got 15 years. He had an exploitation of elderly ×2.
Yeah. Burglary, driving suspended, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was the burglary that did the PRR on him.
All right. Mr. Krasensko, do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I do irrigation.
Okay. I'm going to order that you have no contact with the victim, Christina, in this case. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email. Do not have any electronic contact with her. Do not go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle. If you have any contact with Christina while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to hold you until 4 p.m. In case Christina wants to file any civil paperwork against you. And the state's probably going to review it to see if it qualifies for a felony battery. I see at least one.
And I thought I remembered seeing a few of them in there. So.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $10,000. We'll see you back March 6th at 9 o'clock.
What am I charged with?
I told
I'm
you.
asking what kind of
I told you already.
misdemeanor.
Domestic battery. Right now it's a misdemeanor, but the state is reviewing it for a felony.
Okay, but it is a misdemeanor right now.
I already answered your question, sir. Thank you. Richard Hadaway. Can I have your date of birth, please?
6/16/83.
All right. You are here today because you failed to appear in front of Judge Toner on February 10th for a failure to return leased property.
Yes, ma'am.
Got you back to try to figure out what's going on. Did you already have a public defender representing you?
It was my case, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll make sure the public defender's office is still appointed. We're going to keep your bond at $5,000. We'll see you back to court in front of Judge Toner again on March 11th. And I'm sure someone from the public defender's office will reach out to you soon, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks. Ivan Patman.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
January 25th, 87.
You are here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on January 7th, so there's probable cause for your arrest. He wants you held no bond until you appear back in front of him on March 11th at 1:30. Did you want the public defender's office appointed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll appoint the public defender's office. Someone will come out to talk to you soon, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Jeffrey Perry.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Can I have your date of birth?
August 25th, 1993.
All right. You are here today for unlawful use of the highway. There is probable cause for your arrest, but do you want to take care of that case today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you want to take care of it today, I'll go ahead and give you time served in the Hernando County Jail for the 2 days that you have in. You would be assessed fines and court costs, but there's nothing I can really do about that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you want to take care of it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you understand that by taking this plea today that you're giving up your right to go to trial,
Yes, ma'am.
giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you? Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to this unlawful use of a highway, how do you plead? Complete no contest. You're going to plead no contest? It means that you can't contest the
ma'am.
evidence against you. All right. I accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. I'll adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs of about $550 assessed against you. If you are able to make payment arrangements, you can do that in room 136 here at the clerk of court, okay? And you'll be released today.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Donald Faines.
I'm sorry.
Good morning, can I have your date of birth?
October 10th, 1969.
You are here today for felony domestic battery by strangulation. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender's office. State any priors?
Yes, Judge, but they were fairly old. There was a dropped aggravated battery in 2003. Looks like he spent time in DOC from 95 to 96, and that was on a violation of probation on a grand theft, 2 grand thefts from 1992. And he also was in DOC in 1990 on a violation of probation on a grand theft as well from 1990.
Okay. Sir, I have an address for you on Thorncrest Ave in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
About a year and a half, I mean.
Okay, that's fine. Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
I do carpentry.
Okay. I need to order that you have no contact with Courtney Gordon. Don't have any contact with her at all. Do not go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle. No technological contact with her, and no third-party contact. You can't have anyone else contact her on your own behalf. If you do have any contact with Courtney while this case is pending, then you can be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case Courtney needs to file any civil paperwork against you. I'm going to set your bond at $1,000, and we'll see you back to court March 11th at 1:30, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
That means, could I ask one question, ma'am?
Sure.
Does that mean that I have to bond out?
You don't have to bond out. You can stay there.
No, I mean, I don't get released.
No, I can't. Are you asking if you're going to be ROR'd? The statute will not allow me to ROR you because of the type of charges that you have. So you need to pay a bond.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Alan Radswell. Can I have your date of birth?
6775.
Okay, you are here today for possession of a controlled substance. Your bond amount is currently $2,000. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll appoint the public defender's office. I see you have a pending charge here in front of Judge Chitzman. That's set for today for pretrial, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what's going to happen, actually it might be arraignment. It's arraignments today. We are going to jail the Hitzman in custody docket is at 9:45. So we need him back on that docket at 9:45 in front of Judge Chitzman, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
For the misdemeanor. For this felony case,
You are me?
no, I'm going to do the opposite, actually. I'm going to recommit you on the 20 MM226. So I'm going to revoke your bond on that case. I'm going to keep the bond at $2,000 on this case, and I'm going to see you back on the felony case on March 11th at 1:30. James Doucette.
Third.
Mr. Doucette, it looks like you have something going on in Colorado.
Yes, ma'am.
Not really sure what it is, but it seems like they may or may not want you back there. So you have a choice to make today. Your first choice is that you can have an extradition hearing. If you want that extradition hearing, we'll have a hearing sometime within the next 60 days. At that hearing, someone from Colorado will be here, and they will testify that you are the correct subject of their warrant and that they do have a valid warrant for your arrest. If they show me those two things, then they will take you into their custody at that time. Your second option is that you can waive the extradition hearing, and you can give Colorado 15 days to decide whether to come get you. Do you want to put Colorado on the clock right now?
Put him on the phone right now?
Nope, you put, what I said is that you have,
I'm sorry.
okay, you have two choices today. Did you hear anything that I said? All right.
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Is
if
this
if you want to choose the second choice, you will give Colorado 15 days to decide whether to come and get you. If you want to put Colorado on the clock right now and have that 15 days start right now, then you sign that piece of paper in front of you.
How long would they have to come down here if I do not sign this? Because if I do not sign this,
If you do not sign this, that means we have an extradition hearing sometime within 60 days.
60 days.
Yeah.
And they would have to get a governor's warrant to come and get me, correct?
Okay, sir. All I want to know is, do you want to have the hearing, or do you want to waive the extradition? Do you want to waive the hearing, or do you want to have the hearing?
Just like this last time. They came and got me. When will I find out if they will come and get me if I do sign this? Will I be notified, or they just come pick me up?
You'll be notified. They'll have to decide within 15 days. They only have 15 days. If you want to have an extradition hearing, that's fine. We'll hold you in our custody until we have the hearing.
And if they say that they are coming and do not come in 15 days, I get released?
Yes, sir.
Even if they say yes, they are coming?
Yes, sir.
I don't think I'm going to sign this.
Okay. All right. We'll set an extradition hearing, okay? Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Well,